Hey everybody, Superstring X here, and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about the Trial of the Sword Final Trials, levels 1 through 6, and we're going to get started here in a second. So first level, this Underground Floor 1, pretty simple. You're going to run into 4 stall goblins, these little guys here. I use bombs on them to blow them apart, and then go after their heads, pick up their arms, or sticks, or anything pretty much, and take their heads out. Just pretty much one-hit wonders on these guys. Um, that's pretty much it. It's nothing complicated on this first level for strategy. Second thing is once I do, I pick up any weapons I can find. Note that for these first few levels, you're going to have rain, and you're going to have lightning and thunder. So lightning obviously can't pull out metal weapons, or it's going to attract the lightning strike, and that will be deadly for you. So try and keep aware of that. You can always use the weapons, but you have to switch out quickly, so you can pull them out real quick, use them, put them back. And also, one thing to remember here is, what I really had some benefit from was blow up any of the trees and collect the wood, because you can make it into a dubious food, which is when you get to the level, I think it's 6, where you're gonna take a rest. Once you get there, then you'll be able to cook each one of those into a quarter heart. And so I actually filled up the first time with just wood, so something to do that's definitely worth it. So there's some arrows here. There's just collect everything that you can. I'm not an expert at this, but as a new person, running through this the first time, it definitely helped to have too much stuff. I would say you can't have too much stuff. So do that, and then we will see you back here I will be back for the Underground Floor 2, and I will see you soon. Alright, so here we are back, and we are on Underground Floor 2. Here you're going to have 2 electric crease and 3 Stalzalfos, so Lizalfos that are skeletons. And so these things, try and stay back on. It's kind of a trick. If you get in the water there, it's going to take you out, knock down your power. Um, Obviously, they're going after me here, so I wasn't the best at it. But um, do what you can. Obviously, try and use non-metallic weapons. Stay out of the water, and eventually you can take these guys out. They're not super complicated. They're the hard ones on this level. Any of the skeletons or non-alive characters are pretty simple to take out. The enemies are pretty easy. Arrows are obviously the best way to go with these electric crease. Don't do what I did on the first one. The arrows were much easier, and just stay out of the water, because it's kind of a trick where they can attack you when you get in the water. So after that, collect your weapons. There's a Lizzle forked boomerang on this level. There's several Lizalfos arms, spiked Boba Spear, a couple of those. One of them you just saw me pick up there. When you walk in here is when they're going to come up out of the ground. So leave a bomb is the best way to do that. I didn't do it that way this time, but that is the best way to do it. Roll a bomb in there, and then bring them up, and then as they come out, just hit the bomb. It'll blow everything up inside, because there is some there's some dynamite in there. So that's pretty much it. Another simple level to start the final trials here. It's definitely an endurance race. It gets harder as you go, and again, just collect everything you can and just take it slow. And if I can do it, you can definitely do it. If you have any questions on any of these levels, of course, put it in the questions below in the comment section, and I will do my best to respond to every comment. So I will be back here. See you guys at Underground Floor 3. Okay, everybody. So you've made it this far. Now we're back. Now we're down to Underground Floor 3 in the final trials here. We're going to be up against 2 big electric choo-choos and 5 stall moblins. So you don't see the stall moblins right away. What you do is there's these choo-choos. You can take them out with arrows or bombs. I like to save my arrows, so I take them out with bombs, but just don't get too close because, again, electricity, liquids, not super amazing at surviving that stuff. So try and stay away from them. But notice that you won't see the stall moblins until you actually go up on the platform. So we're going to take these 2 guys out here. And if you guys don't like me leaving all the extra stuff at the end, I left it in case you're new like I am and you want to see kind of what I'm doing. And so I do speed it up a little bit so you don't have to watch the entire length that it is, but I do speed it up so you can kind of see everything that I'm doing, all the trees that I'm blowing up, and you get to see everything that's going on. So if you want a shorter version, I can do that, but it seemed to me that would be useful. So come up here. There's a couple of things to grab here. Some arrows. There's another treasure chest up here. There's one across the way. Now you can kind of see these stall moblins coming out of the ground right there. See the arms? So again, these guys, once you knock them apart with a bomb, then you just have to go after the heads. So boom. Pretty simple. And you can, of course, pick up their arms and use them as weapons. So they kind of end up hurting themselves that way. So you can also bomb their heads once they're down and take them away. It's kind of like hitting them once, but whatever you're comfortable with. It's just you knock them down with a bomb. It's pretty easy, and then one hit to the head or the skull area is what takes them out completely. So again, there's a couple of treasure chests here. There's I think there's a couple of trees on this level too. There's some I think there's a bow and a couple of different weapons, spike club, things like that. So go ahead and watch through this if you want to. Otherwise, you can click on the quick tab to get to level Underground Floor 4. But you'll see me go through here and kind of collect all the things that I can at this point, and I will be back to say hello when we get to Floor 4. So talk to you soon. All right, you've made it. We're now at Underground Floor 4. Now watch out for this one, guys. This one was actually a little bit surprising the first time I ran through it. There are 7 mounted stall goblins. So there's horses right? They're on these stall horses and they're mounted, so there's 7 of them. Not super difficult, but if you try and take them on right away, it can be overwhelming. For obviously I'm new, so I'm sure it'd probably be overwhelming for you if you're new as well. If you're comfortable with it, then no problem. However you take them out, it's fine. But for me, trying to separate them a little bit, take them out one at a time, was effective, and also it kept me from being trampled, because I actually did get trampled one time by the stall horses when they first came at me. I was getting a little bit too big for my britches, I think, and too confident in my skill, and ended up getting taken out fairly quickly the first time through, which is just kind of a bummer. I mean, luckily it happened only 4 levels in, because there's a lot of levels to this final trial. I believe there's 24 levels, so 4 levels is good. It's better than dying on 23, but the difficulty does increase, so just pay attention to that. Again, collect any wood. I think there's several weapons on this level as well. Just watch out for the lightning storms, and steer clear of those, and collect what you can. And I will see you back at level 5. All right, everybody. So you made it. We are done with level 4, and we are on to underground floor 5. So this one's a little bit challenging. This is a Stalinox, is the enemy on this level. There's actually a couple of good weapons on this level. I think there's a Thunderblade and a Flame Blade or Spear. There's a couple of blades. Either I don't remember which ones, but it's check it out and you'll see. But this guy, what you got to do, or what I did, is I kind of hit up in the tree here, kept hitting him in the eye. Takes him down a little bit. He'll climb back up, come looking at you. You notice there's weapons on him. So it looks like there is a Thunderblade there stuck in his head. It looks like maybe a Frost Blade stuck in his arm. And I bet you that's what we have. So Flame Spear probably is the other one. So anyway, this is the strategy that I used, is just to stay out of the way of this guy. It worked for me on one of the other levels with the Hinox that I went up against, is just kind of staying out of harm's way up in the tree where they can't come at me. And then I believe later on I jump down and I run around and jump up on the skull as well. So once his eye starts popping out, maybe is when I do that. So just do this. You can wear him down. It's going to take a second, but you'll be able to do it. And once you've completed this, again, collect everything you can. Knock down any trees, collect the wood. Super useful. And once you have all that, then on to the next level, which is a rest level. Level 6 is a rest level, and you're going to be able to cook up some food. You're going to get some clothing, which the clothing will then kind of foreshadow what the next group of levels are going to be, which, spoiler alert, they're going to be some burning, flaming areas. So something to look forward to or not to look forward to. But you're going to be up against, everything fire breathing you can think of everything hot. And so, which is why at the next level, you're going to get some specific things from that level that will be useful. So I will be back and I will see you there. And again, you can always just click the quick button if you want to get through and see what I did there. But again, just take your time. It's not impossible to do this. I'm less than a year playing when I recorded this, so it's definitely possible. So I will see you on level 6. All right, so congratulations. You have completed underground floors 1 through 5, and now you are at the rest area. Now, don't move when you get here. Slow down. Go over and get these fairies. These fairies are going to be super useful. There's fairies at each of the levels of these at the rest levels, and so there's food. There are some treasures there. You're going to get the flame breaker boots, which is going to help you because the next the next levels are going to be in a very hot area. So there's the flame breaker boots. Um, I believe you get a knight's bow and then some ancient arrows. Save those. They become very useful. I think I was able to save them until the very last level. as I went through these 24 levels. So there's some fish in here. There's more wood, of course, and there's fish in the pond. So get those fish, and you can use them to cook them up and get some, make some really good victuals for the battle. You know, give yourself some power ups there. So useful stuff. Obviously, if you're an expert, you can always just shield glitch out of here and go to the final level. But I've actually never been able to do that yet, anyway, on the final trials. So only on the first level. Beyond that, it just always messed up. I wasn't able to get it done. But so anyway, go through here, collect your wood. Again, there's a cooking pot, so cook up some recipes, organize your thoughts, and then when you're all done with that, again, see that rock hard food? That's that dubious food that I was telling you about. Each time you cook one piece of wood, it will give you that rock hard food. That's 1/4 heart. Now you see that I do that, and I actually fill up my hearts with wood that I'm not really using for anything else. And so I think it's a super useful tool. I use it all through the master trials here. Is cooking that wood. That was something that was super useful to find out. You know, like a happy mistake. You know, it's just nice to have happy mistakes sometimes. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I will be back to finish this. I'm going to be putting up the next 6 when I have more time to put them together, and so I'll be doing levels 7 through 12, and then I believe that's what I'm going to do, is 6 levels at a time, because there's a total of 24, so we kind of have to work through these in a strategic manner. But yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I think it's 6, 12, 18, 24. So or 23. There's 23 floors. So depending on what it is, I'm going to go basically up to the next section. So the next video I put out is going to be from level 7 through whenever the next rest level is, which I don't remember what that is off the top of my head. For some reason, I think it's 12, but it could be later. You know. Nope, it's 11. I looked it up. So, yep, I had to look at my notes. So, I will be back, and we'll be doing levels 7 through 11, and then these are going to be on fire. So, if you like this, again, put your comments in the comment section. Let me know if you have any questions, any videos you want me to make. Happy to make videos. It's super fun. If you have any thoughts on improving the videos, I cut out a lot of the background sound on these, so it's just my voiceover. And I left in a lot of the, I sped it up, but there is a lot of extra time that I can cut out of these videos still and make them even shorter. So let me know if that works for you, and I will be back on the next one. Thanks so much. Superstring out.